and he just finished his 4-day experience at the bridge. Dan, can you tell us what you experienced?
Could, but I'm sworn to secrecy. My experience was, like I said, on this last day, kind of had some time to talk about our experiences. And I grew up. I was 10. My grandfather died, and that was the last older man I had in my life. And I came here looking just to spend some time with men and figure out what being a man is all about. Grew up, I had to teach myself to shave and do all that stuff. No one really taught me what it was, and I knew it couldn't be what I saw in the movies and stuff. Just, killing enemies all day. And so I came here, just with an open mind, just trying to figure out what this life is all about, I guess. Kind of a big task, but what I got was I had a lot of demons surrounding men in my life. I had my mother hated my dad after they got divorced, and she'd only talk bad about him. And society sitcoms told me that men are stupid and that women have to bail them out when they get in trouble, which happens all the time. And I just looked at those things, and I looked at myself, and I said, maybe this is what I am. Maybe maybe I don't even, like, what am I doing here as a man? I can't cut it. And I was like, I gotta find out. And I came here and found out that everybody doesn't really know themselves, and say forget it to ever trying to figure it out. And then from that I just got a tremendous freedom to live my life.
How old are you, Dan?
I'm 22. I'm the youngest one here, and I was nervous about that, and anything I thought that would be the result of me being the youngest one here, I was totally wrong about. The other men here have been nothing but welcoming towards me. No sort of superiority against me or being older, and I've been really blessed by getting to share some of everybody's wisdom, having, being further along, I guess, in life, and seeing and having more time, to think about everything and try and test out more things than I have, I guess. And I've been able to share some of their wisdom, and it seems to me like they have gained a lot by my presence and in their ability to share with me. They've done something. They've been a mentor, I guess, in some way that they wanted to be. It seems most of the men have told me that nothing they want more than to share what they've learned, and they're here and they're ready to share.
What was the most difficult part for you during this 4 days?
Okay, being buried underground, it sounds a lot more glamorous than it is. I don't really know how to describe it, but
So you were buried from sunset to sunrise?
right, something like 10 hours. And I mean, to each its own. It's going to be your own experience, but I had a hell of a time, and I struggled through it, and I really wanted to quit, to be honest, but being surrounded by the people I was, I knew I was going to be able to make it, and I knew I'd be, safe. I had a personal assistant during the whole time who was very, very caring. And
do you feel different from when you went into your burial grave to when the morning you were pulled out?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, the job was done, something died when I was buried underground. And I feel what happened, really, to be honest, was that I was underground and I kept struggling against that. I didn't want to accept that I couldn't get myself out of this situation. I was like, if I really wanted to, I could lift all this dirt off me, and I tested it a couple times, and I was like, you know what, I can't, I'm stuck. And some part of me, and there's this like my body, I kind of lost control of it, and it kept fighting and fighting, even though my mind was like, dude, you're not getting out of this, just sit tight and stay. My body just kept fighting against the weight of the earth, and I almost lost my mind, I swear, and I was just totally freaking out. And I fell asleep somehow, and I woke up, and there were men there who came to visit me after that, and calmed me down from my state where I was at. And I felt like I had some part of me that thought that I was going to be alive forever. That went away, because I realized that I was stuck, and that death is that you're stuckness. You're dead. You stop moving. You can't move anymore. Life is always in motion, and death takes that away. You know, and I have such an appreciation now for that life force, and I know that someday that it'll leave my body, and I won't be able to move. So moving's all I want to do right now, I guess. And I also feel like that it's weird, like I was reborn. I feel like it felt like 9 months. It was 10 hours, but it felt like 9 months. And I think I understand now how an infant feels, always pushing against its mother's stomach. And I was reborn. I was born into the world of men, because men were there to greet me, and I feel a part of it. I feel a part of this thing, and I'm not ashamed of having a dick anymore, and I'm pretty proud of it, and I know that that we're great creatures, and you know, we're not going to destroy the planet. We're going to make it, I don't know, even better. If that's possible.
So you're glad you came to the bridge?
Yes, in a word, the value that, I mean, I put in a lot when I was here, but everything that I put in, that I gave of myself, was returned to me like 400%. Everyone here has so much value inside of them, and no one's trying to take anything from you, and they just want to give. And if you give, and as I gave and I was given to, I just got so much value from the entire experience, and it'll probably start it over again tomorrow.
Great.
Yeah.
Great, Dan. Thanks a lot for speaking to us about the bridge experience.
No problem.